front of my car.
So I'm being detained.
You are being detained, yes, sir.
For what crime?
There is a verbal disturbance here. That's all I need to investigate. All right?
Verbal disturbance?
Yes, sir. I need your driver's license or an ID card.
What's going to happen to me if I don't give you my document?
I have to know who you are so I can trespass you if required.
So
that's all I need to know.
Verbal disturbance is a crime.
Sir,
so I'm being accused of a crime.
You are not being accused of a crime. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Detained?
Why is that?
Okay, so right now you're the subject of a criminal investigation.
And what's the
I
crime?
need you to identify yourself.
And can you articulate the crime?
Yes, it's disturbing the peace. It's in violation of Post Falls City Code to try and get someone to fight you. And according to what he's telling me, that's what occurred.
So their issue was me taking photos and they've turned it into disturbing the peace. What you're doing here is you're making a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. And you guys are complicit.
Okay, so that is my misunderstanding. I cannot force you to give up your camera. That being said, we can apply for a search warrant for the video.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can come down to the police department and we can just download it off the camera, give the camera right back to you. And then that evidence, that video evidence can go into this report.
Right. Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for in the first place, man.
Welcome back to ID Refusal Pro. And before we get into this one, drop your own experience with police in the comments with the word pro, so we know you stand with civil rights. Today, we're going to Post Falls, Idaho, where 3 separate encounters from 2021 turn into one of the most intense First Amendment audit series you'll see. A denied ID, a public filming confrontation, an alleged assault, a disturbing the peace charge, an attempted camera seizure, and finally, a case that was dismissed. This starts with a cop demanding ID and ends with a full-blown Karen, tyrants, cop-owned, walk of shame, biggest mistake, regret instantly, meltdown. But the real question is simple. When the camera keeps rolling, who actually loses control? Huge credit to Film Cops TV and Audit CDA Idaho for documenting these encounters and helping spread awareness about civil rights under pressure. Go subscribe to the original channels. The link is in the description and on screen. Tell them ID Refusal Pro sent you, and tell them we love civil rights like we love breathing. Because on this channel, the camera doesn't blink, the question doesn't change, and the truth always finds the badge.
How's it going, sir? Sir, can I talk to you over here? Can we just talk over here?
What's wrong with talking to me here?
I just want to talk to you in front of my car where we're not in front of the entrance and we can just have a little peaceful conversation. That's all I want. All right? Go ahead and walk.
I prefer you in front of me.
No, I'm not going to walk in front of you, sir. That's officer safety reasons. We can walk that way. Walk towards my car.
You're making me walk backwards, guys.
Sir, I'm not making you walk backwards. You're walking backwards yourself.
Well, I gotta keep you on camera, so
okay. You can keep me on camera. I just want to talk to you. That's all I want to do.
I don't appreciate being on the camera without my permission. That's against
How far? Am I being detained?
No. We're gonna.
Am I being detained?
Sir, you're being detained right now just for trying to figure out what's going on here. That's all I'm trying to do. We got called. There's a verbal disturbance here.
Can you back up just a little bit?
No,
6
sir.
feet?
We're gonna walk back here.
6 feet, please.
We're gonna walk back in front of my car. In front of my car.
So I'm being detained.
You are being detained, yes, sir.
For what crime?
There is a verbal disturbance here. That's all I need to investigate. All right?
Verbal disturbance?
Yes, sir. I need your driver's license or an ID card.
What's going to happen to me if I don't give you my document?
I have to know who you are so I can trespass you if required.
So
that's all I need to know.
Verbal disturbance is a crime.
Sir,
so I'm being accused of a crime.
You are not being accused of a crime. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Detained?
Because there was a verbal disturbance. All right, we're not going to go down this route. We're not going to go down this route. All right, we're just going to have a conversation.
What route are we not going to go down?
Gosh, sir, can you just listen to me?
Are you becoming frustrated?
Are you becoming frustrated?
No, sir. I just want to know.
Do you really want to go down this route? That's what I'm trying to find.
I would just like to know what my rights are in this situation.
Just like all your rights everywhere else. You're in America. You have all your rights.
You have a name and badge number?
It's right here. My name's right there.
Your name is right here?
Right there. It's on.
Okay,
You can put it on camera. I don't care, sir. I need to know who.
His camera, is your camera activated right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure it's on.
It's been on this entire time,
It's
sir.
covering your name.
You can have my card. I do not
This is
care, sir.
our-
I need to. M3rd.
Say again?
Yes, sir. M3rd. All right. I just need to know who you are so that I can figure all this out. Then we can go about our merry way. That's all I need to figure out.
Okay, who has complained against me?
Multiple people, along with the post office. So
Do you have their names?
I don't, because I'm not sitting in front of my computer. I need to know your name. What is your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
So if I have to trespass you, I need to know who I'm trespassing. It's kind of hard to trespass an unknown person, isn't it?
So I'm being detained right now.
Who are you?
I'm being detained right now for filming? Because it's
You-
all on, so there was no
no.
verbal disturbance.
That's what I'm getting told. There was a verbal disturbance,
Okay, well,
citizen
so I got it
dispute.
all
That
on
is what I'm
video.
here for.
I've got it all on video. There was no verbal disturbance.
Well,
I was
that's
just
what I'm
filming.
here for. I don't know, because I've been talking to you since I got here, correct?
Okay,
Correct?
Am I being accused of a crime?
Sir, I need to figure out what's going on. I
Why-
need to identify who you are and who everybody else is involved in this whole thing.
I don't
Can you
understand
just-
why you need to know who I am to decide whether there was a crime being committed.
Sir, what's your name?
Can you just de-escalate a little bit?
I am de-escalating. I am
It looks
not
like you're
riled
getting
up.
very frustrated.
Well, tell me who you are.
Well, I don't want to give you up my Fourth Amendment rights.
You're not
voluntarily.
giving up your Fourth Amendment
Unless
rights.
you're going to threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to volunteer any information to you.
Sir, who are you?
Again, unless you threaten me with arrest, I'm not going to identify.
What is your name?
Again,
I'm
what will happen
asking.
to me if I do not give you my identity?
If there's a crime, then I'm going to charge you with multiple crimes.
If there's a crime,
If there was a crime that was committed, or if you're trespassing, or anything like that, then I'm going to charge you with obstruction.
okay. Well, until you tell
And
until you
delaying
tell
and
me-
interfering with my investigation. That is
Listen.
what I'm going to charge you with.
Listen.
It's just like if you were driving down the roadway and you do not provide a driver's license or ID card to prove who you are.
Can we get a supervisor here, please?
I have two other deputies here.
Okay.
I don't need a
to talk to a
supervisor.
supervisor.
Why do you need to talk to a
Because I
supervisor?
don't believe you know the law.
Okay.
You're not respecting my constitutional
I
rights.
am here to do a job, right? And I got called here lawfully and told that there was a citizen dispute and a verbal disturbance.
And I told
So,
you that I don't.
and I am not here to argue with you about the verbal disturbance. I need to know who's identified on what crimes and what stuff so I can investigate what's going on.
Okay, for the
And then
third time,
I
I
am
would like to talk to a supervisor, please. Please.
2334, 2336.
Kootenai County Sheriff, guys.
Can you come over to this location? What's your first name?
You can call me good citizen.
I'm not going to call you a good citizen. I want to talk to you like a human being. I want to know your name.
Sir
That way
is
I can
fine.
talk to you.
Sir is fine.
19, can you go ask what's going on? And find out what they want done.
3 cars out here for a guy with a camera. 3 squad cars.
It could be all resolved very
are you gonna
quickly,
get a
sir.
supervisor here, sir?
I already called my supervisor.
Thank you.
Since you're not going to give up your name or anything like that, you are delaying my investigation, just so you're aware. I just want you to be aware. That's all I want.
Well, I just want you to be aware that I'm not going to give you my ID unless you threaten to arrest me. I don't
Why
want to
would
go
I
to jail.
threaten to arrest you? I'm not going to threaten to arrest you. I'm just going to arrest you if I have a crime or something. You realize that, right? I'm not going to threaten to
I want
arrest
to give
you
you
to
my
do it.
ID if you're going to arrest me. If you can stop me from being arrested, if giving you my ID stops me from going to jail, then I'm going to give you my ID.
Well, that'd be nice.
Good, but if I don't have to give you my ID, I don't want to give you my ID.
What are you doing, man?
Filming,
Like what, this? That's not too pretty. It's kind of a snowy day.
analytics, Filming. COVID-19.
You don't have anything better to do
You
today?
guys don't have to wear masks.
I'm like 6 feet away from you.
Well, he come right up on me. I asked him to step away. He wouldn't do it. He started getting very agitated.
I know the guy for years. He doesn't get agitated.
Well, I got it on film, bud.
Oh, man. Bet you do.
Yeah. What's your name and badge number? You want to identify?
We don't have bad numbers.
You're the public servant here. You're the one supposed to identify, not the public.
Well,
You're not our
if
master. You're not our master.
I'm not saying I'm your
Just
master.
stop acting like it. Stop.
Why?
Start.
Why?
This is the part viewers should watch carefully. Under Terry versus Ohio, an officer generally needs reasonable suspicion that crime is involved before a temporary investigative detention becomes lawful. The Supreme Court later held in Heibel versus 6th Judicial District Court that a state may require a person to identify during a valid Terry stop, but that depends on the state's law and the stop being lawful in the first place. In other words, someone called is not automatically the same thing as proven reasonable suspicion. ACLU Idaho also reminds people that they have the right to remain silent, though some states require giving a name during certain stops. ACLU of Idaho. That is why the auditor's strongest move was not arguing louder. It was asking the officer to name the detention, the crime, and the consequence.
Why are you going down this route? What is
What
behind
route are
all
you
this?
talking,
Like,
please?
why are you trying to do this? What is your purpose right now?
Well, right now I'm just standing up for my Fourth Amendment rights, and you don't seem to like that. It irritates you.
It doesn't irritate me.
Sure it does.
I love the Constitution.
You don't have a right to know who I am. If I haven't broken the law, you have no authority over me. You've illegally detained me now for about 10 minutes.
Okay. If you would like to leave, you can leave.
Well, you just told me I was detained.
Yeah, well, this crime was
Well, if I'm
occurring,
free to
but
leave,
if you're
I'm free
gonna
to stay.
if you're gonna leave, then
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
we're not gonna go back there.
Why are you standing in front of me? You
We're
just said I
not
was
gonna
free
go
to
back
leave.
there because I
I'm
gotta
going
figure
that
out what's
way.
going on back there. But if you're gonna walk down the road, I don't care.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Am I detained? Am I detained?
Let me figure out what's
See
going
how you
on
won't
over
tell
here.
me whether I'm detained or not? This is a tyrant right here.
Okay, this.
He will not tell me whether I'm being detained.
You want to
because
go
he's a
down
tyrant.
this? I am.
This is the Kootenai County Sheriff's
Okay.
Department, guys.
Really?
Am I detained?
If you're gonna walk away, then go ahead. But if you're not gonna walk away, if you're gonna stay here, then I need to figure out what they want to do if they want to trespass.
This is public property. You can ask me to leave, but you can't trust me from public property. Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
Okay. All right.
Man, it's cold. Hey, man, all that I ask you to do is just maybe not stick.
You can ask all you want,
Try
bud.
to keep your 6 feet from people.
What's your name and badge number?
But you can go stand there all you want, video.
Hey, what's your name and badge number?
All right?
What's your name and badge number?
We don't have
That's all I know. That's all I need to know, sir. That's all I was.
They won't identify. They come up here like a tyrant. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. That's what you're doing right now. A tyrant walk of shame.
Good day, sir.
Don't ever come up on me like that again, or I will sue you.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
I'm the public. You're the servant.
Okay. Have a good day.
Read
sir.
your Constitution.
I just want you to know. Have a good day.
Yeah, now it is. What if I didn't have the camera?
Go check out his video in the description. Watch him walk back to the post office and show these tyrants he's not scared of them. Catch you on the next video.
Video 1 teaches us one thing. Pressure only works when fear answers first. The auditor didn't win by yelling. He won by staying precise. But in video 2, the threat changes. Now it's not just the cop demanding ID. It's citizens trying to turn a camera into a crime.
Go for it, bud.
Come on, come and get it then. Come and get it, motherfucker. What's up,
There we
bitch?
go.
Stop taking pictures of random people, you fucking queer. Stop taking pictures. Come and get this shit. What is your problem? Why are you out here taking pictures of random people?
Don't step up on me, man.
Huh?
Don't
Why are you, or what?
don't
Or
step
what,
up on me.
motherfucker? Why are you out here taking pictures of people?
Don't step up on me.
Why are you taking pictures of random people coming in and out of post office?
6 feet, buddy.
Who are you, motherfucker?
6 feet, bud.
I have the right to know who you are and why you're taking pictures.
You don't have no right. You don't have no right.
I have the right to know why you're taking pictures of me and my wife coming in and out of the post office.
No, you don't.
Who are you?
You don't have
6 feet.
Who is this? Who are you taking pictures of people out here?
6 feet.
have permission.
Who are you out here? Who are you?
I don't answer to you, man. Go back in your car and mind your business.
Or what, motherfucker? Who are you?
Hey, man, if you're going to step up, step up. Otherwise, get back in your car and go.
I'm right here. Who are you taking pictures, going home and beating off or some shit like a creep? Are you a fucking creeper? There's enough of that shit.
You look like a creep to me, though.
Me? You took a picture of my wife and told her she had pretty hair like a fucking weirdo.
That didn't happen, bud.
That's what she just said.
That's the ugliest hair I've ever seen.
You're out here taking pictures of people.
I've never seen no uglier hair than that in my life.
Are you calling the police? Thank you.
Okay.
There you
No,
go.
dude, you're weird.
You call police on another man, you're a punk, dude.
You're weird.
You're a punk.
You're taking pictures of people.
And see this thing right here? He's taking pictures.
Of random people.
Yeah. There's
And telling us she's got pretty hair and shit. That's creepy
Our
shit,
police are
dog.
here now. Thank you.
All right. That's fucking
Sir, would you mind just hanging out over there while I chat with them?
I would mind. I want to get this on video.
Okay.
So he's out here causing problems to see what he can do with the camera. He's taking pictures of people's wives and shit. He's as people are coming in and out of the post office, he's standing here taking pictures of them, making weird fucking comments. He's not even doing that.
It's all on film, bud. It's all on video. A false report is a crime.
I mean, I get there's people out there just causing issues, even a few people, just to see what they can and cannot start. But it's just fucking dude, perverts.
So without going into history of this part, there's nothing illegal about standing in a public place and taking pictures. You're in a public place that you have no reason to do that.
No expectation of privacy in public, bud.
Yeah, he told me to step up, boy. And I was like, bitch, you're lucky I don't, you know. It's just weird that he's taking pictures. He is trying to make a victim of my wife. I don't know if he's taking those pictures home and doing weird shit. I don't know this one.
He's making false claims right now. I got it all on video.
There's whole families walking in and out of the post office. And he's got...
And I want to press charges on him for assault.
I didn't touch you.
You don't have to.
Yeah. You get how this is weird.
So I know what's going on. What I want to figure out
Okay, so he is step up, boy. It's all on camera. Get this camera. It's all on camera. Show them what you said.
I will. Don't worry about that, bud. You're going to jail.
I verbally, I was talking tons of shit. Motherfucker. This motherfucker.
Hey, so can you step over here?
I'd rather stay here and videotape this if you don't mind.
Okay. Just try not to interject with anything.
Could you state your name and radio number for me, please?
Officer Minor with Post Falls PD.
Appreciate that, bud. No, he's sitting up here lying, so I got it all on video, and I plan to press charges against him.
Just to see what you can get on camera. That's right, yeah.
Could I get your driver's license as well? And then ma'am, you witness all of this? Would you mind giving a witness to the report? Yes, please. All right, sir, I'm going to need your ID as well.
Why is that?
Okay, so right now you're the subject of a criminal investigation.
And what's the
So
crime?
I need you to identify yourself.
And can you articulate the crime?
Yes, it's disturbing the peace. It's in violation of Post Falls City Code to try and get someone to fight you. And according to what he's telling me, that's what occurred. If you would like to also file some kind of an assault report, I will chat with you in just a minute, okay?
Yep. I got it all on video. He's making false claims right now.
Okay.
I told him not to step up on me several times, and he got all up in my face. Came all the way from, he approached me all the way from that car. All I was doing was photographing. Am I detained?
Right now, this officer is
It's a simple
conducting
question,
the
bud.
investigation.
So he knows if I'm detained or not?
Like he said, you are the subject of a criminal investigation for
I just
disturbing
need,
the
all I
peace.
need you to tell
So
me that I'm
right
detained.
now, you are detained.
Okay. Is he detained?
There's an ongoing investigation, so he should be detained. I
Okay.
haven't been around. I don't know what
Are
he
you?
said.
Do you start? How long you been a cop, bud? 10 years.
That's not.
Well, you're gonna
Don't
get
wanna
less
talk
than a
about my
little less than a day, bud. For all of us.
Are you the white one?
I
I'll
can
move
wait
my
if you
coat.
need me to.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're blocking her in. Yeah, that's a good question. Why do you guys always park like that? I know he wants to get me on his dash cam. I guess that's what you're doing too, huh?
Yes, because
Yeah, so their issue was me taking photos and they've turned it into disturbing the peace. What you're doing here is you're making a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. And you guys are complicit in this. Because you haven't even asked to look at the evidence. All right, guys, this is what I was talking about. They've made photography into a crime. They've in the Post Falls police are helping them do it right now. That's what's going on. So you realize that filing a false report's a crime, right? Right?
are you talking to me or the camera, sir?
I'm talking to you now. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Officer Minor or Minor?
Minor.
You know that if they make a false report, so if they write something on those papers that didn't happen, and I show you the video, are you going to arrest them for filing a false report?
I'm not the one conducting the investigation,
Okay.
so that's not.
So you're just okay. You're just here backing him up. Gotcha. What do you think about the Bill of Rights?
What was that, sir?
What do you think about the Bill of Rights?
What about it?
What do you think about it? Think that was a good idea?
No comment, sir.
Do you have any comment on the Constitution?
I'm not here to discuss matters. I'm just here.
Well, didn't you take an
back
oath
up.
to protect and defend the Constitution? Aren't you a public servant? Listen, it's up to you how you make yourself look, bud. You just follow orders, basically.
What was that, sir?
You just
Sorry.
follow orders.
I'm here to help out my partner. That's what I'm here to do.
Gotcha. You guys don't have any mask mandates? You don't have that?
Neither does Idaho.
Did they repeal that? I thought they still had it.
No.
What about if I went to court? Do I have to wear one in court, do you know?
I don't know for sure. No, I believe you do, but I'm not positive.
This moment feels suspicious because the legal theory shifts from public photography to disturbing the peace only after a citizen complains. In Idaho, Idaho Code Section 18-6409 defines disturbing the peace around willful disturbance, loud or unusual noise, offensive conduct, threatening, quarreling, challenging to fight, fighting, or similar conduct. The key question is whether the camera caused the disturbance or whether the reaction to the camera did. Law.justia.com. Under Terry v. Ohio, police need reasonable suspicion tied to criminal activity before a detention becomes lawful, and Heibel v. 6th Judicial District Court only supports compelled identification during a valid Terry stop under a proper state law. Justia law. ACLU Idaho's photographer guidance states that taking photographs in public where you are lawfully present is protected, and photography alone does not create reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. ACLU of Idaho. That is why the strongest question in this scene is not, do you like being filmed, but what specific crime does the footage show?
So is disturbing a peace an arrestable offense?
To my knowledge.
Okay.
But again, any questions should be weighed.
Right, I'm just asking you general questions about the law. Part of what I'm doing out here is trying to find out, I'm actually doing a First Amendment audit, trying to find out also how much of the law in penal code are the officers trained in. And it's not looking good. This is actually the first negative experience I've had with Post Falls PD.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's kind of discouraging. But I guess they have a right to make an accusation. Well, have you been trained in public photography at all?
As far as individuals being allowed to, or what do you mean by that?
Well, the First Amendment, public photography. I mean, actually, whether you remember or not, if you think you're a sworn officer, you're sworn to protect and defend the Constitution. And the First Amendment is the First Amendment of the Constitution. It gives me the right to come out here and take photos. And you know, I was saying the First Amendment's the right to come out here and photograph, especially the right to photograph public servants while in the performance of their duties. Okay, well, next is I'm going to go inside, take pictures inside, and then I'll be on my way. I was actually just getting ready to do that before this guy. I would have been gone a long time ago. And this guy comes up here and starts threatening me and calling me all kind of BS. But yeah, that's the First Amendment, bud. That's what I'm out here supporting and defending the Constitution in my own way, exercising my right. See, rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, what happens? They get weak, right? In North Korea, you can't videotape public the government. It's a death penalty. Okay.
We're not North Korea.
That's what I'm trying to say right now, is that they want it to be that way. Those guys that are complaining on me right now, they don't want me to be able to take photography in public. It's a mindset, a slave mindset. First they go for your mind. Then once they pass a law, you won't have a problem. So I was in Coeur d'Alene doing an audit, and I went inside, and the public employee told me I wasn't allowed to photograph in there. And they called the cops and everything. I begged her not to call the cops, call the postmaster. The postmaster came and told them that I had a right to take photographs in there, and the cops never came. So she got educated, you see what I'm saying? Now she knows that you're allowed, and meanwhile, all those black bubbles you see in there, got cameras in them. And your camera's probably running too, right? Okay. Well, I can FOIA that footage. I can FOIA, you know what FOIA is, right? Public request, public information. So I can put in a request and get that footage, and I can get all the footage in there, including the footage of these people. And I can take that footage and put it on YouTube. So I don't even need this camera. I'm just here trying to make a point that I'm not a slave. I can take pictures wherever I want in public. Were you in the military?
I was.
Army?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for your service. The airborne? Right on, man. First bat?
What was that?
First battalion?
No, I was 82nd.
Oh, 82nd. Okay. Yeah, my cousin was 82nd, Jim DeVault. You ever heard of him? Jim DeVault from Sandpoint area. Passed away a couple years ago. 82nd.
Video 2 exposes a dangerous pattern. When someone dislikes your rights, they may try to rebrand them as disturbing the peace. But video 3 goes even deeper, because once your camera becomes the evidence, the next battle is who controls that evidence.
I'm taking pictures, bud.
You're trying to talk to them, though.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to the camera. I'm narrating to the camera. I just told you that. I'm telling them they got a bulldog back there.
Okay, we'll try to keep narrating.
I have freedom of speech, man. I have freedom of speech. Now you're starting to get a little, you need a little more training on freedom of speech, bud. I'm not detained. I'm not detained. Please leave me alone. Okay?
Minor.
So here's the danger, guys. If I go back in there right now and someone else starts screaming at me and threatening to kick my ass, these guys are going to come and give me another charge. And this is how they're destroying our Constitution.
There's your copy.
Just like this.
So my suggestion in situations like this is always, in the interest of preserving public peace, to just go somewhere else for the day. Obviously, I can't make you do that unless the post office
that's not going to happen. I've got to go in there just to show.
But that is my suggestion.
Right, I get you.
Let me fill this out, and I'll come back and talk to you. Okay?
Yeah. Am I still detained, sir?
So you're not detained, but if you want to file the charge, I still need you to sign that.
All right. I just want to take some pictures. Here it is, guy.
And I'll just have you stay a bit further back while I chat with him, okay?
Why is that?
This is my scene right here, and I just don't want any interference in it, okay?
I'll give you 20 feet, bud. Yes, sir. What's going on?
Just don't interfere with what's going on here.
I'm not interfering. I'm taking... Oh, they had a bulldog back there. That's why he was so tough. We've got a bulldog back there. Now I know why the little guy was so tough. Look at the size of the head on that guy right there.
You can't interfere. You can't be talking to
I'm
them
taking
while
pictures, bud.
You're trying to talk to them, though.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to the camera. I'm narrating to the camera. I just told you that. I'm telling them they got a bulldog back there.
Okay, we'll try to keep narrating.
I have freedom of speech, man. I have freedom of speech. Now you're starting to get a little, you need a little more training on freedom of speech, bud. I'm not detained. I'm not detained. Please leave me alone. Okay? Yeah. There's Officer Minor right there. Needs more training. Needs to honor his oath. That's a serious oath you took, bud. It ain't no joke. You got to respect the Constitution. Straight up. That's what separates us from any other country, man. Our Constitution. Fucking punk.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Punk ass bitch.
Sir, please don't engage with him. Cussing in public is potentially...
Punk's not a cuss word, neither is bitch, man. I got 2 bitches at home.
Okay.
And
so
that's a
here's
punk.
What we're gonna do.
I got freedom of speech, bud.
We got to get your body camera video. We're gonna do a report. We're gonna go over the body camera video before we determine all the potential charges. Okay? We're gonna.
All right.
Send that off to the prosecutor's office.
So here's how I've just. Right. So I'm not sure if you have a right to confiscate my camera.
So I do, because it contains evidence.
Do you know the law? Can you can you cite me the law on that? Because otherwise I'm gonna have to challenge you on that one. I'm gonna do all I can to keep my camera today.
Okay.
Now I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
I have reason to believe, based on your admission to me, that your camera contains evidence of a crime, which means you got fit to seizure.
Listen, man, you got to tell me. All I want to do is just give me the code.
I don't know the code off the top of my head.
All right, I need a supervisor. I need a supervisor out here. Actually, I'd like the supervisor before you let that man leave, because now I'm not even sure you know the law about that. That guy assaulted me, and he's gone.
So I've concluded.
Was he ever detained?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I read him his rights.
Yeah, I need the supervisor out here.
Well, I'll see if one's available. We have a lot going on right now. Postma's 1141.
All right, guys, we're letting this guy go. He just violated my rights. Now the cops are violating my rights, and now they're going to confiscate my property. Welcome to Nazi Germany. And they just follow orders. They don't care about the Constitution. None of them do. Yeah, I thought when you came out there, man, the way you conducted yourself over there, I thought this was going to go over cheesy. And all it takes is one citizen, man, not to like what I'm doing. And I get charges, and my property gets confiscated.
So it's different when there's a reported crime, and I think you know that. Negative.
No, I don't know that. I don't know that. I need to know the law, then I'll know it.
So,
I mean, if it's a law, it's a law.
Over there, you're doing nothing illegal, right? You're standing on public property, you're on a public sidewalk, you're taking pictures from outside.
Right.
Nothing illegal about
Still
that.
Still am.
So, in here, one, you're on the post office's property now. So that's a little different, right? If they want you to get off their property, they have the right to ask you to get off their property. Two, Terry v. Ohio says that if there's reasonable suspicion that crime is afoot or something has occurred or is about to occur, then I can detain you and I can identify you to investigate that crime.
Right.
When I am on my way here, when you got called in again as suspicious.
Well, I want to narrow it down to the part where you take my property, bud.
Okay, so like I explained to you, because it contains evidence of a crime, it's forfeited.
Yeah, well, you cited case law on the other one. You need to cite case law on this one. Well, I'm gonna have to challenge it.
There's too many.
I'm gonna have to challenge it to the best of my ability without going to jail.
Okay.
If you threaten to take me to jail unless I give you my stuff, then you can steal my stuff from me.
Let me call our forensics detective.
Okay.
And let me chat with him and see if he can tell you that, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Neil. It's Dolky. Hey, so I'm out here at the post office. We have a couple of crimes that have occurred, all misdemeanors.
Allegedly.
The gentleman that's out here has a body camera he's wearing that recorded all of it. I am telling him he needs to submit that because it contains evidence of a crime, and he is willing to know the code or the case law that requires it. Yeah. There is no law that requires it. So he is the offender and the victim. There's two different sides to this.
This scene is tense because the legal fight shifts from identification to control of digital evidence. Under Riley v. California, the Supreme Court held that police generally need a warrant before searching digital information on a seized phone, even after an arrest, which shows how strongly courts treat digital privacy. That does not mean police can never secure evidence, but it does mean it contains evidence is not automatically a blank check to search or take control without proper authority. Under Terry v. Ohio, a detention still needs reasonable suspicion tied to crime, and under Heibel, compelled identification only works inside a valid stop and where state law supports it. ACLU guidance also states that photographing or filming things plainly visible in public spaces is a constitutional right, including police and government officials performing duties. The lesson is sharp. When the camera is your evidence, the safest sentence is not emotional. It is, please cite the law.
Okay, so that is my misunderstanding. I cannot force you to give up your camera. That being said, we can't apply for a search warrant for the video.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can come down to the police department and we can just download it off the camera, give the camera right back to you. And then that evidence, that video evidence can go into this report.
Right. Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for in the first place, man. And everybody makes mistakes, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I'll just follow you down there. I'm parked over down there a little ways.
Okay.
And so, are you gonna be there with me and stuff?
I will head over there. I will meet you in the front lobby of the police department with our detective. We'll get it handled for you.
All right. And so what about the chain of custody thing? Did he say anything about that? Because I'm willing to give you the camera as long as you'll give it back to me when we get over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So apparently, I don't know if that was just another misunderstanding for me.
Right.
That's how.
Well, anyway, bro, it ain't that important. It's not a Supreme Court case.
Okay.
How's it going, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I think we got it all sorted out. Okay. So he's gonna meet us over at the PD.
The sergeant here.
Video off of this camera, and then we'll get it back to him. Okay.
How you doing, Sergeant?
How are you?
Good. Can't complain. Got charges on me, so I ain't too happy, but I think I can work that out.
Okay.
My lawyer will have fun with that.
All right.
All right.
I think we're all set here then.
You be put forward to PD or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get with Neil so we can get the video taken care of. Okay.
3 videos, 1 pattern. First, they demanded ID without a clear answer. Then, public filming was twisted into a disturbance. And when the camera became the evidence, they tried to control the camera itself. But every time pressure showed up, the same lesson came through. Calm questions are stronger than loud threats. Am I detained? What crime? Can you cite the law? Those questions don't just protect one person. They protect the line between authority and overreach. This is ID Refusal Pro, a community where civil rights are not decoration, not theory, and not something we ask permission to use. If you've ever been asked for ID when you knew something felt wrong, share your story in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay ready. Because the next time they test your rights, you should already know where you stand. In this country, freedom is not something you beg for. It is something you exercise.